Alright, let's do this thing. So as you can see, I am running the raid bag on woods. I am probably just going to chop this one up into little edit bits and just cut out all the running between POIs, and I want to do a loot run on woods, and then later I'm going to make like a map guide for it, because I personally think woods is the best map for loot in the game aside from labs, but labs has this ridiculous cost. Like, it's not a pay for your loadout and go map. Like, you have to have spent some amount of money to be able to make your run on labs worth it. For the most part, obviously there's intel spawns just out in the open, or LEDX spawns out in the open, right? But if you want to get in those like high value areas, you need key cards, and they run a ton of money for a reason. But woods, I feel like I have pulled more valuable items in one woods raid than people pull on an entire labs raid outside of LEDXs and intel. So I think I'm gonna make this video into a labs guide and a labs live loot run. That way you guys can see, like, I'm not lying in the guide, because I see a lot of guides, and you know, for woods in particular, people kind of miss a lot of shit. They don't know. They don't know, like, oh, this is actually a super rare valuable spawn. So if you don't know a little bit about me, I have roughly 500 hours in Tarkov. This is my first wipe, but I have probably 400 of those hours on woods. That is the main map I've been playing. I know it's not necessarily the best idea, but I wanted to play a map that I could get as many tasks done as possible, as well as just kind of learn how to play the game properly before next wipe. And next wipe, that's when I have 100 hours outside of woods, and that is learning maps for next wipe. Next wipe I'm going to hit hard, and I'm going to try to essentially get my goal is to get to where I am now in 1 month. That's my goal for next wipe. So I am level 28. Once I hit level 30, I'm going to have a few traders go to max. So ideally I'm going to finish this wipe with max traders, and I want to take 1 or 2 months to get to max traders next wipe. Sorry about that. Just woke up, the allergies are kicking my butt. Oh, we got a good spawn. Sweet. So like I said, I'm just doing a loot run, so I'm probably not going to go seek out PvP that hard. There's a barrel stash right here. So I spawned on I spawned on UN roadblock. And if you literally go just north of UN roadblock, and then find the the like root clusters, you will run into that barrel stash. And so now I'm running towards old station and old sawmill. The next PO I'm gonna hit is old sawmill, but there's 3 barrel caches between me and old sawmill. If you're looting woods, the barrel caches are absolutely what you want to be hitting. So this barrel stash, the big rock out in the middle of the field, the barrel cache on there's like a smaller rock on it. It's pretty easy to find if you just follow kind of the way I was going. Clock 45. Oh jeez, I didn't realize these were populating the 2x2 slots. There we go. Okay. Be careful in this field. Scavs spawn up there quite a bit and up there quite a bit. There's another PMC spawn. So right now I'm running at Eastern Rocks. Eastern Rocks is an extract. You only get it if you spawn over on the outskirts side. If you spawn on the outskirts side, you'll get Eastern Rocks. You literally just stand right here, and this is the extract. So the next barrel cache, there's 2 barrel caches right here. One in Northern UN that a lot of people miss, which I have literally pulled intel. That's like my best barrel cache for sure. I pulled intel, I pulled LEDXs out of that, and GPUs out of that barrel cache. And it's right by the extract. So sometimes if you have Northern UN extract, you run down there and make sure you loot that barrel cache. It's a mistake not to loot that. Capacitors, shit helmet, RAM, and another handgun. Sorry that I keep clearing my nose, guys. Like I said, I just woke up and my allergies are literally killing me. So run down to Northern UN. A lot of people, like I said, a ton of people missed this barrel cache. There's also a weapons crate that I'm gonna hit. I pulled Ulocks out of this weapons crate, or it's not even a weapons crate, it's just a wooden box. But I pulled plenty of random items out of here that are actually pretty good. So let's see here. You can get really good armor out of the barrel crate as well. That's one thing I see quite common. So here it is, just in the corner. You can stand on the barrel to extract. Iskra and an IFAK. The Iskra is actually kind of nice. I'll take the IFAK and throw it on 5. The Iskra is nice because I forgot food and water, which is kind of a big mess up, but it's okay. So we're going to carry on to Old Sawmill. Once we loot Old Sawmill, I'm going to throw my raid bag down out in the field and take 2 mags out of my tack rig, just so I can loot efficiently in Scav Town. I honestly, everyone goes by different naming conventions for these POIs, so this is Old Sawmill for me, and the next place we're going to is Scav Town. Ooh, what do we got? Security vest. Security vest you can convert to Corgia, I think. I'm gonna grab one of those real quick. I think you need 3 security vests though, so if that ends up not being worth it, it's not worth it. Got a gun. I'm just gonna throw that in there for now. Archangel, is that Mosin M700? M700, sweet. Spark plug. So there's tool crate, weapons box, ration spawn right here. You can get, you can get any ration in the game there pretty much. I've seen Sugar there before, and as many of you know, Sugar is really on a run this wipe. Be careful in this building. I haven't quite actually figured out the angle you get shot from, but there's like a cliffside up there that people shoot into that side of the building on, and I can't figure out how they see you, but they do, so just keep that in mind whenever you come in this building. I don't even know the value of that, so I'm just going to throw that in there. Well, we are kitted to the technical crate down here, so hideout stuff, you can get all sorts of stuff in here. Like a survival lighter, water filter, fuel conditioner. We're already starting to get pretty heavy. As you can see though, one, two, ooh, that's an MPX. Oh, 556, sweet. And there's another rest crate in here. Definitely pulled some good items out of here. Let's see here, milk, Amelia Rye, so that's Jaeger Amelia Rye, early wipe, the early wipe, the woods map I swear is the best for those ration quests. For therapist, one of the quests is gathering like 15 Tushonka. Oh, BT ammo, sweet. One of the quests is gathering 15 Tushonka, and I just played woods for that. If you know where you're going on woods, you're gonna be having a good time. I'm actually going to throw away this Glock 17. I really don't need 2 of those in the same inventory. Okay, this BTR, there's an M4 spawn right there, and then there's also a secondary spot I can spawn in right on this tire right here, just leaning against it. Make sure you check for those. I have pulled so many M4s out of this place, like ridiculous amount of M4s. Ooh, Red Hawk, sweet. I'm gonna throw this in there, Alright, so the next place we're going to is Scav Town. So be careful here, there's a PMC spawn back there, so if you spawn in Old Sawmill and start running straight there, there's a PMC spawn. So just kind of be aware of that. you can definitely lay up on the rock and snipe into there. Also, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that the video was going to be lagging so bad whenever I ADS, so I will attempt not to ADS unless I'm in a gunfight, and maybe I can fix that in post-production, I don't know. Okay, so once we get over to the diving board, alright, so the diving board is out here. Well, nobody ever loots this thing. Yeah, I've gotten moonshine underneath here. I've gotten bitcoins underneath here. Just an all-around pretty good thing to loot. 1, 2 mags out. Okay. What is that? T. So yeah, it just spawns random shit. I don't like ammo, valuable items, just kind of everything. I'm not entirely sure what that loot table looks like because I have gotten so many random things out here. So I'll take this tube for now. Oh, this first house. A lot of people don't know about the GPU spawn in this first house. There's just like a PC component spawn, I guess, because I pulled most of my CPU fans out of there. Sorry it's lagging so bad. There's a scab in the street, and so this is a very heavy scab POI, just so you guys know. So the GPU spawn is in this box, and it really just spawns all sorts of electronic parts. There's all sorts of electronic parts spawn in there. And this duffel bag too is just kind of a hit or miss one. I pulled really good items there. I pulled really bad items out of there. So right here, you just squat and lean to look under the bed. Valuable item spawn right there. There's still scavs outside, so you go upstairs here. Make sure you check behind the couch. People fucking hide there all the time. You're gonna hit the duffel bag. Duffel bags are just, in my opinion, they're worth hitting. Some people will say they're not, but I definitely think they're worth hitting because they're just, you know, random loot. They can spawn anything. So right here, AK-105 spawn, and then right here, AK... Well, that guy just kind of said, "What's up?" That was a jump scare. Jeez. Tarkov isn't scary at all. It's not a horror game. I don't think that was a scab. I never heard him say anything, so I'm just gonna keep doing my thing here. Might have been a scab. I don't know. He had a helmet on that looked a little PMC. It'd be cool if it was PMC free loot, but let's just make sure. Okay, yeah. I wanted to make sure VoIP was disabled and I wasn't just VoIPing the whole time. After I get that arm patched up, I'm going to real quick CMS kit my blacked arm. So as you can see, this, like I said, this POI is kind of a lot of people fight here. This is a very heavy fighting spot on woods. It's kind of like a secondary sawmill in terms of fighting because there's two different ways to play woods. You think about it like a clock, right? With sawmill being directly in the middle of the clock. Everyone's running around the numbers, so like they're running around the outskirts. Or there's people hanging out in the middle of the clock, and if you're on the outskirts, this is going to be where you do your fighting. The next spot we're going to is the Sunken Village, and that also has quite a bit of fighting there, but not nearly as much as this spot, because there's 3 or 4 PMC spawns that surround this. This table can spawn all sorts of rations. Make sure you check these tables. I've seen moonshine spawn inside of here so many times when the POI's already been looted. Like, people just leave it. Yeah, definitely a scav. Okay. Scav backpack. Cool. I'm just gonna take his backpack for the sake of looting, honestly. Hot rod and a 2 mag. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna carry on doing our thing. Technical supply crate in here. I'll take bolts for sure. Duct tape, I'll take all that actually. Another rat spawn. Yep, see sugar right here. So that's 40k, 50k on the fleet, depending on what time of day you're selling it. I've seen. Oh, Bullbex pliers, sweet. That's another great. Bullbex is what, 70 or 60, 70k. Poxram, blue gunpowder, Poxram again. Poxram, that's more of a you can grab it item. There's a few barters that go for Poxram. Okay, so the next house we're going to is across the street here. Just gonna kind of clear, make sure we're all good to move. I don't know what optic zoomed in there. Again, I'm sorry that it's lagging whenever I ADS. I thought that was taken care of. It might be a weird driver thing, because I did a few GPU driver updates. Okay, rations table right here. Spawn. Be careful about this room. Dudes will hide, like, behind that, aimed at the wooden pallet, and if you walk back there, they'll just take your head off immediately, and you will never see them. So these are actually really good. They craft sugar, 2 of them, crafts 1 sugar, so... And if you only ever get 1... Did it start raining? Yeah, it started raining. Okay, I thought I heard someone walking around. Okay, an AirWingMarine, I'm grabbing that for later usage. Oh, whoops, I hit a reload. Sorry, my bad. Grenade crate. Let's see here, move this stuff down. TP200 and a fuse. Okay, these books, you can't loot them particularly, but there's money spawns all around them, like ruples and US dollars, so if you're looking for that type of thing, they spawn right there. I've seen gold star bomb spawn on this bench right here, and gold star bomb's going for like 150k right now, so that's definitely worth picking up if you see it. Ooh, emergency water. Nice. Another grenade crate out here. Right here, I'm not sure, this is the same thing, not sure what this loot table is. It spawns so many different items. Oh, I'll take that for sure. Sorry, don't hate on me for not doing that therapist quest. I really don't care that much about it. I mean, we all kind of know that BSG was kind of helping our numbers out. I've seen moonshine spawn on these boxes before, so just make sure you're checking those. Oh, red pliers, those go for a bunch. 17k, I think, so that's definitely worth grabbing. Nothing in the toolbox, nothing on the shelves. Sledgehammers spawn all in this area, so just kind of keep your eye out for that. Okay, next house. I'm gonna be careful in this house because so those doors were open in there, and all the doors in this POI spawn closed. So let's make sure that we're actually alone here. So I'm gonna throw on the laser. Yeah, so this door's open too. So somebody actually, a player, looted this. I wonder. Oh well, that's weird. A player looted it, but it's not looted well. So. Okay, underneath this first bed, make sure you squat. Yep, there's an item there. It's completely hidden underneath the carpet, so just make sure you're squatting. And then same thing over here. Gotta lay down and just kind of lean to look under this bed. You can definitely see the items under that bed, but that bed, the carpet will hide it. Also, money spawns all across here and there. Let's go back to the loot stash and move to the next POI. Alright, so we made it to the sunken village. There is a ton of scavs here. First building is just an ammo supply. You can get BT, BS, all the good AK ammo for sure. So there's a scav over there, not entirely sure where, so I just gotta pull back for a second. This is the one problem with this POI. I am sorry about my optic doing that. I don't know why it gets so ridiculously laggy. So I hit him. I'm not sure where he went. Oh, there he is. Apparently I'm just shooting fucking duds. This is why I brought a bunch of heals. That way I don't have to worry about killing myself here. Let's see. I have two propitals. Yep. So I'm gonna pop my CMS kit, pop propitol, and then I did it in the wrong order. You're supposed to prop Propel then CMS kit. That's my bad. That's right. The more mags we get to drop, the more loot space we have, right? Brought it. That's what I'm saying though. We're playing. I swear, Woods is the best map. A lot of people sleep on the loot on Woods. I brought a raid bag with 2 tack rigs in it, and it's literally full already. Okay, I did shoot that guy a ton. I'm just using bad ammo, I guess. So I'd also definitely recommend for any loot run you're doing ever, actually just for any run you're ever doing, don't bring a knife. It's literally a second secure pouch. Yeah, you can only stick melee weapons in there, but if you don't bring one, that's, you know, if you don't bring one and you get out, that's just a free, you know, 3K. If you get the right, you know, kill, you can get an antique axe. There's 50K to Jaeger. So definitely worth it. All right, so this first building, there is valuable spawns underneath every single bed. So just when you don't need to really check if they're hidden, you can just see them. There's a valuable spawn there. I've seen lions in there before. They can spawn underneath that wood, so make sure you check for the little white dot there. Ration spawns all throughout here. Stims on that table. We're gonna run across the street here. This place is another ration spawn, but it can have high value rations like moonshine and I mean sugar isn't necessary. I don't think they put sugar in a high value. Oh, PPBS, that's really good ammo, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think they put sugar in like the high value loot spawn. It's just high value to us because we can craft moonshine with it. So we're gonna keep moving along here. Right here again, basic med spawn. I've seen morphine spawn there quite a bit. I've seen SJ6s spawn across that. So just look on this bench. SJ6s spawn there. Bitcoins can spawn there, where I just picked up that chainlet, and they will be invisible. So make sure you check for that little white dot on the center of your screen. Duffel bag, bolts, sweet. Okay, now we're moving to, there's 2 barrel stashes here. A lot of people only know the one inside this house. There's a second one behind the house. It's like 10 feet away. Always hit it. It's so worth it. I pull so many ulocks out of these 2 barrel caches. It's not even funny. That's where the helmet I'm wearing right now came out of these barrel caches. Wires, water filter. I'll take the water filter. The wires aren't really worth it. I'm gonna have to do so much item sorting when I get back to the raid bag anyway. I've seen like flash drives spawn on these tents, so make sure you at least look around for those. I don't know, I see them very rarely. So the next barrel cache, so we're just in that house, run through the campsite, run up this mountainside. If you hug the mountainside on your right, you'll literally run directly into the barrel cache. Alright, we got nothing out of there. That's fine. We're gonna go up into the church. The church has, I think, like 6 valuable spawns. Well, this path that we're gonna go on in this 10-foot section has 6 valuable spawns. Inside the boat, there's 2. Both item spawns can be invisible, so there's a horse right there. Always check on them there. I've seen a bronze lion spawn here. It's really hard to see, so just keep your eyes out for that. Chainlet, sweet. So 1 there, 1 can spawn there, 1 can spawn there. Make sure you check for the dot because bitcoins can spawn there and just be invisible. Okay, so we already hit that entire side, so now we just run across. And we hit those 3 houses, and then we'll go back to the raid bag and head over to the Scav Overlook. Scav Overlook, well, let's clear this POI first. I gotta focus up just because it's woods. Scavs spawn in weird spots sometimes. Alright, spawn anything circle. Egg, there's 40K. Bitcoin, like I said, guys, woods is the map for this shit. Right there, egg, and that right there, you know, 400K, just right there. And then make sure you're checking that stuff because they will spawn in way worse spots. For whatever reason, they decided to spawn in a really, really good spot for me there. But they will spawn like all the way in the tall grass and you just won't be able to see it. There's a boat right here. Make sure you check this for valuable spawns. All along the side there where I was just looking, that's where the valuables spawn. This table, I've seen moonshine. I've seen 2 things of moonshine spawn on the same table at once before. So just make sure you check that. 2 moonshines on the same table. That's, you know, it's a 500k table right there. No one checks it. No one's thinking woods is the map for loot. So valuable spawn on that barrel, valuable spawn in that corner. Oh, sorry, I missed the door. Valuable spawn back here. Yep, chainlit. Ammo all in the middle. Valuable spawn underneath that. It can be hard to see. There's another valuable spawn right there. Valuable spawns on that bench. Streamer items can spawn on this. Let's see what ammo it is. Nothing that good. Augmentin. So streamer items can spawn there. So if you're going after Kappa, that's a good spot for them. Alright. That's this building. There's just ammo in the middle. You can get BT, BS, all that good stuff. I've seen M855 spawn there. So if you're crafting the M8556 or M856A1, that's a good spot to check. Valuable spawn there, valuable spawn there. Toolbox, you get red pliers out of here all the time. Nothing. And then another valuable spawn right on this bench. Alright, so that is the entire POI covered. We are going to move over to Scav Overlook. I will just catch you guys. I'm just going to cut out all the transition, and I'll catch you guys when I'm over there. Alright guys, so actually we only have 9 minutes in the raid left, so I'm just gonna SJ6 my way out of here now. I will go over the hall when we get back. Unfortunately, there is just nothing I can do. We don't have enough time to hit the rest of the spots. I'll try and hit them with the SJ6 and just run by them, but I mean we already have probably a million ruble raid here, so right there, 1 raid. Obviously, you know, it's a little bit cheese. I'm bringing a raid bag with tack rigs. You know, you're not going to do that every single raid, you know, but you absolutely bring a T20 or a Pilgrim. You're going to pull 500, 600k a raid out of woods, and it is a map that many people don't like because they say, oh, the loot's not worth it, and I get sniped in the head from angles I never even knew existed. Well, that happens on every map. It's Tarkov. So that's pretty much as close as you can cut it in the game. But we're gonna make it out. So kind of goes to prove my point, though. There's literally so much loot on woods that you can not get out if you don't plan accordingly. I'm taking the ZB0 extract. If you don't have a key for it, you should just buy one. Honestly, it's not that expensive. Because of this exact situation. This has happened to me several times. I see that magazine over there. I just don't feel like walking back over there and grabbing it. I have 2 of those already. Alright, so there it is. I'm going to skip through until I have all of the loot sold, and I will tell you how much I made. Alright, so that is the profit from the raid. 1,001,123 rubles in a single woods raid on a map that most people would consider a bad map. If I had brought, you know, 2 SJ6 and Propital kits, or 2 SJ6 and Tremadol kits, I could have probably pulled another 500k. I did not even leave with a full inventory. By the end, I was just running through POIs that had loot in them still because I just didn't plan ahead enough. But yeah, oh, forgot to sell this. Remember to sell your knives. Alright, never mind. So it's 1,004,190 rubles. I am going to go ahead and cut to an MS Paint workup of the map of woods, and I will just draw for you what you need to do to be able to do that much loot in one raid. That is a crazy haul, that'd be considered a crazy haul on any map, and why not woods, right? You know. And well, I had to kill 3 scavs. 3 scavs regarding 1.4 or 1.04 million rubles. If you ask me, I would do that again in a heartbeat. That is completely worth it every single time. Yes, I got a little cheesy by bringing in, you know, 2 raid bag and 2 of the big tack rigs that you throw in there. But there's nothing necessarily preventing you from bringing, like I said earlier, there's nothing preventing you from bringing in a T20 big tack rig or a Pilgrim and a big tack rig. You know, you will pull 1 million. Or 800,000 or close to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this section. I hope you guys enjoyed the raid. I'm going to plug myself again. If you want to see more content like this, please follow me on Twitch. It's FPS_warcrimes. I'm not asking for subs, nothing like that. Just follow me so you get a notification whenever I stream. I'd love for you guys to come and hang out with me while I try and do some more content like this live. And expect more videos here on my YouTube. You know, if you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy it, I guess just heck off for the day. I appreciate you guys coming to hang out, and I will see you in the next part of this video. I'm going to go ahead and call that a video. So like I said earlier, please, you know, all I ask for is a like if you like the content. Maybe subscribe. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you did watch all the way through, you know, let me know how you enjoyed it in the comments. Let me know if I should do this for another map. I definitely can. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.